Are you tired of watching your energy bill skyrocket, but totally overwhelmed by the hundreds of solar panels claiming to be the absolute best? Well, you are not alone, and picking the wrong one could literally cost you thousands. I have literally tested the top contenders in the industry, measuring real-world output, checking the bill quality, and seeing if they actually live up to the hype. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly which panel belongs on your home and why the #1 spot completely blew my expectations out of the water. Qcells Q.TRON AC. When I first got this panel up on the test rig, I was genuinely excited because, Qcells has a solid reputation. They use this new quantum Neo technology, which is basically their version of TOPCon. It is meant to boost efficiency by passing the charge carriers more smoothly. Testing the output in the midday sun, the numbers were respectable. You were looking at around 430 watts of peak power, which is totally fine for a standard setup. It integrates an N-phase microinverter right on the back, so in theory, installation should be a breeze since it outputs AC directly. But well, here's what matters. Living with it day to day, I noticed a few things that frustrated me. The built-in microinverter setup sounds great, but if that specific inverter fails, you're stuck dealing with a much heavier, more complicated replacement process on the roof. It just adds a point of failure right into the panel frame. And speaking of the frame, I found it to be surprisingly bulky. When I lined it up against some of the sleeper options on this list, it just looked a bit dated. It doesn't quite have that ultra-low profile, completely flushed appearance that modern homeowners are usually hunting for. It's honestly a bit of a letdown when you're spending this kind of money. You expect something that looks as good as it performs. Number 5. Panasonic EverVolt HK2. Panasonic is a legacy name. When I unboxed this panel, the build quality screamed premium. It uses half-cut heterojunction tech, and honestly, the fit and finish are top tier. I hooked this up during a particularly brutal heat wave to see how it handled the stress. Panasonic is famous for their industry-leading temperature coefficient, meaning when the roof gets boiling hot, these panels do not lose as much power as standard ones, and they actually delivered on that promise during my testing. But let us talk about the elephant in the room. The price tag on the EverVolt HK2 is frankly tough to swallow. I sat down and ran the return on investment numbers, and because of that high premium, it pushes your payback period back by quite a few years compared to other options. Also, Panasonic actually outsourced the manufacturing of these panels. They no longer make them in-house. While they slapped their legendary 25-year warranty on it, it kind of bothers me that you're paying a massive premium for a brand name that isn't even building the actual hardware anymore. When you're making a 25-year investment, you want to know the company selling it actually built the thing. It just feels a bit strange, It's a fantastic, reliable panel with great heat tolerance, but I honestly think you're paying an unnecessary tax for the logo. Number 4. Silfab Prime NTC. I have got to say, getting my hands on these was a treat because they're manufactured right here in North America. When I first pulled the Silfab out, the sheer sleekness of the design immediately caught my eye. Silfab uses advanced N-type cell technology, and I was genuinely surprised by how well it performed during early morning testing. The low light behavior on these panels is fantastic. When the sun is just peeking over the horizon, the Prime NTC is already waking up and producing usable energy. What really impressed me during the teardown and inspection was the durability. They have this ultra-strong glass and frame combination that feels like a tank. If you live somewhere with heavy snow loads or high winds, this is the kind of panel that gives you genuine peace of mind. Aesthetically, it is gorgeous. They have managed to create a beautiful all-black panel that looks like a sheet of dark glass on the roof. I mean, nobody wants an ugly grid of silver lines destroying the curb appeal of their house, and Silfab completely understood the assignment here. I mean, when you're putting these on the front of your house, looks actually matter a lot. You want your home to look like a modern marvel, not a science experiment. It hits that perfect sweet spot between price, performance, and looks. It's a workhorse that doesn't compromise on the visual appeal. 3. Tesla solar panels. Look, Tesla needs no introduction, but testing their traditional panel offering was a unique experience. The first thing you notice is not even the panel itself, it is the entire ecosystem. When I set up the Tesla panels, the proprietary mounting hardware completely blew my mind. It is so incredibly low profile that the panels look like they are hovering just millimeters above the shingles. It is undeniably the cleanest, most minimalist installation you can possibly get on a home right now. The curb appeal is just out of this world. Your neighbors are definitely going to be asking questions. Performance is fantastic, but the real magic happens when you pair it with the Tesla app. I spent way too much time obsessing over the real-time data on my phone. The way it seamlessly talks to the Powerwall and tracks every single watt of energy is just chef's kiss. It is ridiculously addictive. The panels themselves are highly efficient, but Tesla's real strength is the uniformity. They use skirts and custom trims to hide all the wiring and the ugly gaps you usually see under solar arrays. It feels like you're installing a luxury tech gadget on your roof rather than a utility product. If you are a tech nerd or you just want the absolute best looking, most integrated system on the block, Tesla is hard to beat. JinkoSolar Tiger Neo N type series. I am going to be completely honest here. Before testing this, I kind of underestimated Jinko. But man, this panel is a total beast. The Tiger Neo uses advanced TOPCon N-type cells, and when I hooked it up to the monitors, the power output was simply staggering. It boasts an insanely high efficiency, pushing well past the 22% mark in my real-world sun tests. It just generates so much juice from a relatively standard footprint. One thing that really shocked me was its bifacial capability in certain mounts. Even on a standard roof, the way it captures scattered light is incredible. During an overcast, cloudy afternoon, when other panels were basically going to sleep, the Tiger Neo was still aggressively pumping out power. They also tackle degradation beautifully. A lot of panels slowly lose their punch over the years, but the N-type cells here are highly resistant to light-induced degradation. Knowing that this thing is going to be producing nearly the same amount of power 2 decades from now is a massive confidence booster. It is the kind of reliable performance that lets you sleep well at night. You're not going to be constantly checking your app out of fear that your panels are underperforming. I mean, the value proposition here is just phenomenal. You are getting commercial-grade power generation scaled down for a residential roof. Aiko Gen 3. I have tested a lot of solar panels in my life, but unboxing the Aiko Gen 3 literally made me stop and stare. This is not just a solar panel, it is a piece of engineering art. Aiko uses their all-back contact, or ABC, technology. By moving all the electrical contacts to the back of the cell, the front is completely unobstructed. That means absolutely zero grid lines, none. It is a pure, unbroken slab of black glass that looks incredibly futuristic. But it is not just a pretty face. Because there are no metal lines blocking the sun on the front, the efficiency is absolutely off the charts. We're talking up to 24% efficiency. During my midday peak testing, the Aiko Gen 3 was generating more power per square foot than anything else I've ever touched. I was genuinely giggling at how much power it was pulling in. It was like someone hacked the laws of physics. And let us talk about shade. Shading is the absolute enemy of solar. but the Gen 3 handles partial shading better than any panel I've seen. When I artificially shaded a section of the panel, the rest of it just kept firing on all cylinders thanks to the unique cell architecture. It completely bypasses the traditional bottleneck issues. The Aiko is in a league of its own. It's the most beautiful panel on the market, it produces the most power, and it solves the oldest problems in solar tech. Final thought? That's all for today, folks.